Here's a brief little overview of Standard 1B, creating symbolic representations, and really what I want people to focus on here is writing an explicit rule. Now recursive rules are great. You're going to write a sub n in terms of this, which represents the previous term multiplied or added by something. Common ratio, common difference. So here, it looks like we're subtracting 5 each time. So what I would write for this problem, the recursive rule would be a sub n equals a sub n minus 1. And what that really means is just that these two things are relating the previous term to the next term, and then how do I get there? I just am going to subtract 5, and I'm just going to specify that the first value is going to be 16. If I look at the second one, a recursive rule, so it's going to relate a sub n, the value at location n, to the previous value, and it looks like each of these is going to be multiplied by 4. So the way that I write that is a sub n, the value at location n, equals the previous value times 4. And I just want to specify that the first value is 2. That just makes sure that we have a sequence that makes sense. Now, the most important skill from this section is writing explicit rules, because you'll see explicit rules in almost every single problem that we're going to do. So, explicit rule. Well, if it's a common difference versus a common ratio, the only difference is a sub n equals the starting value, so a sub m, plus the common difference, and that's the number of steps, n minus m. Now if we compare that to the common ratio formula, any value, and a sub m is my starting amount, times the common ratio raised to the number of steps, n minus m. So the key work that someone doing a problem like this would have to tell the difference is, do I have a common ratio or a common difference? Is it arithmetic? Is it geometric? And these formulas are provided to you. And at this point then, all that you have to do is recognize, what do these things mean? This is the starting value, which is 11 is the starting value at location 2. So a sub 2 equals 11. We're going to put 11 right here, and then 2 would go here. So a value, 11, m, the location 2. So this equals 11. We're going to keep n in the problem. And then our common difference is we're subtracting 3. So I'm just going to write it like that. And we are all set. That is it. Now, if I was given a different value, like, for example, I know the third value, the one after this, I subtract 3, a sub 3 equals 8. So 8 would go here, and that would be the third value. Common difference would stay the same, n would be there, a sub n would be there. The power of this is that when I know what n is, I can type this in my calculator, and then I can just find that value. And that's a really important skill to have. Now for geometric, now look at how this, and I would encourage you to do, look for the patterns of how this problem led to us substituting in values here. And try this on your own. Maybe pause it, take a guess, and then I'll explain what we're going to do. So hopefully you tried this. Let's see if we get the same thing. So n and a sub n, just like this, say we're going to leave those in there. So I know I'm going to write a sub n. Now instead of a sub m, what's the value that we're going to start with? 2 times a common ratio of -4 raised to the n minus the fifth location is where 2 is coming from. So the fifth location, that's a sub m, the value is 2, so we replace that there, where its location is 5, so that goes up in the exponent with -4, sorry. So hopefully that helps you with explicit rules, and as you look at more videos, you're going to see different ways that explicit rules get used, and just remember this video and these formulas will be provided to you.